My daughter's back there doing her homework, and it's got me thinking about when I was a senior in high school. It's probably a little bit hard to believe, but when I was in high school, I took weightlifting a few times. When I was a senior, I didn't have a car, and I couldn't really go off campus, so I just took extra gym classes to fill my day. So I was in this weightlifting class a couple times, and clearly that didn't take. But what I always thought was interesting about this class was that when you were like on doing a bench press, right? You're laying on your back and you're pushing this weight up, and when you get to that last rep, you are pushing and struggling, and you feel like this is the time that I'm not going to be able to push it back up. I'm going to get stuck here. And you ask for help from your spotter, and your spotter like puts 1 or 2 fingers on the bar, and suddenly you're able to lift it. Like they take off just the tiniest bit of weight, and suddenly you're able to push through. Because in your mind, you're having a hard time carrying the whole load, but what you really are having a hard time is carrying that last 5 or 10% of the load. And that's just a really powerful image to me of how important it is to have people around who can be those spotters. And that's what I feel like this is to some degree. My job is simply to help you lift the weight a little bit. And I think that sort of part and parcel with that is the idea that when you are doing some strenuous activity and you're pushing yourself, you have this limit that is your limit, right? When you get there, that's the spot where you quit. You say, I can't do any more. And yet, the exact same circumstances with a third party, someone else who's standing there saying, give me one more, you can go just a little farther, let's go another 1/10 of a mile. It's amazing what you can pull out of yourself, or what someone else can pull out of you maybe, when you're challenged by a third party who is asking you to do something that may be beyond what you think you can do. And that's kind of this too. I'm trying to stick that carrot out there just a little bit and say, but what if this? You think that this is possible, but what if this was possible? And of course, I'm doing that for myself along the way too. Like all of this at some selfish level is me trying to convince myself that there's something valuable to offer and that there's some great work that I can do. And I'm looking for that just like you're looking for that. The spotter is there to help you get just a little bit of the weight off so that you can push the rest of it yourself. And that coach, that trainer, that's the person who pushes you to do just a little more than you think is possible, because what you think is possible isn't really the whole spectrum of what is possible.